Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. So, children, this is lesson 13, video 1 from my English reader. So, the lesson name is Chipko movement. This is also related to trees. So, let us go through the lesson. Chipko is a Hindi word. It means to clasp, to hug. So, what is the meaning of chipko? To hug. That means to put the hands around the trunk of the tree. So it is known as chipko. Chipko means to put the hands around the tree. So in March 1974, a contractor went to the forest in the Chamoli district of Uttar Pradesh to cut trees. So, a contractor went to the forest in Chamoli district. Where is it, children? It is in Uttar Pradesh. So, for what did he go there? To cut the trees in that forest. So, forest means number of trees will be there, isn't it, children? So, he went there to cut those trees. Gora Devi, one brave village woman, came to know of it. So, generally in the village, if anybody enters into the village, some or other persons, while seeing them, they pass the message to others. So, in that way, Gora Devi came to know that. What did she do? She took a group of 26 women to the forest and they hugged the trees there. Immediately, what did they do, children? That lady, Gora Devi, along with 26 other women, she went to that forest and they hugged the trees over there. They put their hands around the trees and they hugged them. They said that the woodcutters would have to cut their bodies before cutting the trees. So, what did they do? They hugged the trees and they told that before cutting the trees, you have to cut our bodies. That means we are here to give our lives. So instead of cutting the trees, you have to cut us. So the trees were saved in that way because nobody will kill the people. So instead of cutting the trees, they went in between and they put their lives for the sake of trees. Isn't it a good thing, children? So, in that way, those people didn't cut the trees and they went away. In that way, the trees were saved. This incident showed a new way to save the trees and led the Chipko movement. So, Chipko means already we have discussed, that is to hug the trees, and this is called as Chipko movement. Sundarlal Bahuguna and Chande Prasad Bhatt are the main leaders of the movement. So this movement was led by two persons, that is Sundarlal Bahuguna and Chande Prasad Bhatt. Bahuguna once said that a tree is like 10 suns. Why did he say in that way? Because it gives 10 valuable things. Already we discussed in the previous lesson that trees give us many things without expecting anything from us. So, what are those 10 valuable things that we get from trees? Oxygen for breathing, water for drinking, energy, food, clothes, medicines, timber, fodder, flowers, and shade. So, timber means wood, and fodder means, that is food for the animals, flowers, and shade. So all these 10 valuable things are given by trees. So it is known as, what is a tree is like 10 suns. So He told that it is like 10 sons. Who told? Sundarlal Bahuguna. Next, harmful effects of polybags. So this is a lesson related to polybags, children. So we all use these bags. Nowadays, many of them stopped using these bags in order to stop polluting the environment. So we are using this cloth bags or jute bags. Is it not, children? So we shall just discuss what are the harmful effects of using poly bags. Let us go to the lesson, children. Vegetable sellers, grocers, and bakers. So the person who sells vegetables and grocers. Grocers means who sell flour, sugar, etc. And bakers, where we get cakes, biscuits, all this. All these things are packed in poly bags. That means plastic bags. Is it not, children? Milk is also often supplied in poly bags. Milk also we get in plastic bags. Poly bags are made of polythene, which is a kind of thin, soft plastic. It is strong and cannot be destroyed easily. That's why we are using it. Is it not, children? So, milk cannot be supplied in paper bag. So, as it is liquid. So, it is strong plastic. Is it not? So, we are using it. It can't be destroyed easily. That is why we find it so useful. But that is also why it is so harmful. Because though it is very useful, it is even harmful. So what should we do with poly bags after we have used them? If we throw them in a drain, the drain will get choked. So instead of throwing the poly bags along with the waste into the dustbin, if you throw them in the drain will get choked. That means it gets blocked and the water in that comes out and flows on the roads. So it's not at all good. Is it not, children? So in that way, we pollute the environment. So we should never throw the waste in the drains. And if an animal eats a poly bag, so whenever the poly bags along with the waste are thrown on the roads, the animals may eat the waste along with the poly bags because they do not know it's a poly bag. The bag will get stuck to its throat and it will not be able to breathe. What happens? The bag gets stuck to its throat and it will not be able to breathe. It may even die. So, what happens? Suddenly, it may die because of uh, less oxygen. Is it not, children? Because it can't breathe. So, it may even die. If we burn a poly bag, that means whenever the waste is burnt, along with that, poly bags are also burnt. What happens? It will produce poisonous gases. When these poly bags are burnt, they produce poisonous gases, which will pollute the air. These gases, when they're released after burning this, they enter into the atmosphere and the air which we breathe also pollutes. Is it not, children? So the best thing is not to use poly bags at all and to pack things in paper, cloths or jute bags. So instead of using poly bags, we have to pack things in paper, clothes or jute bags. So next step onwards, I think all of you will follow this, right? So instead of using poly bags, if we start using paper bags or jute bags, we can save our environment. So let us go through the exercises. Dash and Dash often use poly bags to pack things. So these are from harmful effects of poly bags. These blanks we have to fill it. Grocers and bakers often use poly bags to pack things. Second one, Poly bags are used to supply dash also, milk also. Poly bags are made of dash, polythene. It is a kind of dash and dash plastic, thin and soft plastic. Poly bags are both useful and dash harmful. Instead of poly bags, we should use dash dash or dash bags to pack things. Paper, cloth, or jute. What happens in the following situations? Complete the statements. Already we have seen three ill effects of using poly bags. So let us see. If we throw a poly bag in a drain, the drain will get choked. If an animal eats a poly bag, the bag will get stuck to its throat. If we burn a poly bag, it will produce poisonous gases and it may pollute the air. Okay, children. So there is a small assignment. Write 10 valuable things that we get from trees. So read the lesson and write 10 valuable things that we get from trees. Thank you, children. Meet you in the next class.